Let's move on. In energy news, the Namibian government has invited international investors to invest in the country's emerging hydrocarbon and hydrogen energy industry. However, the country's Deputy Prime Minister, Nasangwe Itiete, says that the investments in the energy sector will be done on the terms and conditions set by the Namibian government. Now, the top official was speaking at the opening of the three-day Namibian Oil and Gas Summit held last week in Windhoek.
Welcome to the third edition of the Namibian Oil and Gas Conference and to the land of the brave for those visiting from across the border. Today, we are gathered at a defining moment in our nation and Southern Africa history. Our recent offshore discovery, an estimate of 11 billion barrels of oil and 2.2 trillion cubic feet of gas represent a generational opportunity to shape the destiny of our economy, empower our community, and establish Namibia and Southern Africa as one of the most prominent energy frontier on the continental and the globe. The theme, from explorations to action, positioning Namibia as the next energy frontier, it is very true. I, however, want to expand it and say, from explorations to action, positioning Southern Africa as the next energy frontier, because the hope and excitement that Namibia oil and gas discovery brought is not just hope for Namibia. It is a hope for Africa, especially Southern Africa. If managed well, those resources can be key enabler for industrialization, infrastructures, growth, skills development, and poverty eradication in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm emphasizing on Southern Africa perception because I believe it is now time to replicate our forefathers' unity of purpose that liberated our nations politically, to liberate the same nations economically. Our President, Her Excellency Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, demonstrated the importance of the united Southern Africa in her visit to the neighboring country as her first undertaking in office. This discovery demands collective actions, discipline, long-term vision, and discourage from all of us, because development is not a one-man show, it is rather multi-faced. The big turnout of participants here today is encouraging indeed. Let us foster working relations, collective, strategic, planned and actions toward the realization of Namibia and Africa as leaders in the oil and gas industry. I am calling on unity of purpose. I was actually impressed by Travis when he said, Omuntu Babantu. Amens es amens, namens mense. Omundu morovandu. Ontu morwantu. Yes. The big turnout. I am calling on unity of purpose because we have seen it before. Nation rich in oil and gas that become poorer in spirit, divided in society, and became a victim of their own resources. The resources cause destroys economic, collapse institutions, harm environment, and leave the people, the rightful owners of the resources, worse off than before. Namibia will not follow that path. We refuse to become another cautionary tale. We must take a stand to manage, guide our offshore discovery jealously, and be a model country that translates oil and gas discovery into catalysts for peace, unity, and prosperity. Let our future generation sing song of praise to all of us here today for putting in place legal framework and operations tools that will ensure there is no mismanagement of those precious resources. It is important to note that oil and gas have a potential to generate up to 7.7 billion per year in government revenue through royalties and taxes. Our government pledge is very clear. Every barrel, every cubic foot must translate into jobs, infrastructures, and opportunity for Namibians. The revenue will not be squandered. They will build schools, power our houses, and seed our renewable energy future. Local content will be the heartbeat of this industry. Our businesses, our skills at the center of value creation. To investors, I say, Namibia welcome you. Please feel welcome. But you must partner with us on our terms that protect our environment, respect our community, and share the benefit fairly. To Namibians, I say, this is your oil, your gas, your future rise. Prepare and take your place in this new frontier. To my fellow leaders, I say, let's govern with foresight and integrity. Oil money can vanish in a decade, but nation building lasts forever. Colleagues, at the Ministry of and the relevant institutions, we have one chance to get this right. Therefore, failure is not an option. We must succeed so that the oil benefit our sea fuel prosperity long after the wheels run dry. If we fail, history will judge us harshly. Ladies and gentlemen, let us choose wisely. Let us move from explorations to action with a discipline, with unity, and with the unshakable belief that Namibia and Africa best days are now and tomorrow.